Hey there, Hawks. Good morning and or afternoon. Hope you're all doing well. Today, I'm going to go over with you our next and last pre-writing assignment. So this is a pre-writing activity that you guys are going to do before you start actually writing out your story. So you should have already got some feedback from me on your pitch assignment. Hopefully you've read that. If not, you have to finish your complete pitch assignment before moving on to this. So come back to this assignment if you are not done with your pitch yet. If you did get feedback and a green light from me on your pitch assignment, this is your next step. Now, this assignment might take you a while. It took me probably an hour, hour and a half total, and I was being as creative as possible. But that's why this is not going to be due until all the way next week on your Thursday or Friday class. So look at the deadline due date on your Google Classroom assignment. I wanted to make this video to just go over with you exactly what I want from you and to show you an example. So I have done this assignment with you for my short story that I will be writing to show you exactly what I want from you guys. So you're seeing here a slide deck, and what this assignment is a storyboarding assignment. And if you don't know what a storyboard is, that is kind of like what animators do when they're designing a film, or any kind of film, whether it's animated or not. But they kind of break the total story up into different scenes, and they pick out what kind of images or setting that they want in each scene, and they also make sure that they know what is going to be happening in each scene. So that is what this assignment is for, is getting you to really start thinking about, okay, what are the parts of my total and complete story? How do I want each section to go? Where does it take place? That type of a thing. So these first two slides that you'll see in your slide deck are instructions. Go ahead and keep these until you're all the way finished, and then you can delete these first two slides to turn in your project. So what this is the breakdown of an Instagram page, an Instagram account. So you're making an Instagram account and several different Insta posts, and that is what consists of your storyboard. So hopefully it looks familiar to you. If you're not a social media person, welcome. This is sort of like what Instagram is. So I'm going to take you through each of these slides. So you can see here the Insta page. This is what it looks like when you click on the profile. You would add a profile picture. For me, that was something that I thought would be like on the cover if this was a book, and that would be like the cover art of my book. And then you're also going to put the title of your short story at the top, a theme. So this could be like a quote that you might find in someone's bio, but it would be like the theme of your story. And then a brief summary of your complete story. So don't forget, a summary should have some detail and give an overview of your entire plot of your story. So in your pitch assignment, when you gave a synopsis, you didn't necessarily tell every part of the story. You kind of gave a little teaser of what was going to happen in the story. Here in your summary, it should tell your beginning, middle, and end of your short story. And then all these 6 panels down here are the different scenes that you're going to be going into more detail with. So here you're just going to be putting images, no writing. You can also have a little followed by thing here. So if you want to list like what other accounts follow this Instagram page, you can have fun with that. Down here, I just want to note these 6 scenes are split up into the different plot elements, but depending on the plot of your story, you might not have the typical plot structure. For example, if you are intending to end your story with a cliffhanger, you might not have much of a resolution, but you still need to have 6 scenes total for this assignment. So maybe you're just going to have 2 scenes for rising action or 2 scenes for falling action instead. So that's totally up to you. The next one is an example of what each individual scene looks like. So the first one was that overview of your entire profile. This is the individual scene slide. So you'll still have that profile picture, which, by the way, if you look back on this first slide, there is a tool here, a website, for you to take a regular photo and crop it into a circle to add here in your circular profile picture if you want to be that extra, which I was. So there's a tool there for you to do that. So in each individual scene, you have your profile picture here. You are going to change the title of each scene. So give it something snazzy that you want to call it, not just scene 1, scene 2. And then an image here that helps tell your story. This should be a snapshot of what is currently going on in that scene. Feel free to add things to make it more Insta-worthy. I kind of stuck with just a basic single photo for each scene. And then down here, with your caption, it says, here is a brief explanation of the scene. This is not your full short story, just a storyboard. This means you need to capture only the important details. Unlike on Insta, you do need to write in complete sentences. However, you can totally incorporate emojis and or hashtags in your explanation. Okay, so here are your 2 instruction slides, the ones that we just went over, and I will show you my Instagram storyboard as an example. So my first slide is my profile. My story is called Echo. We have a photo here of a late night city street. We have the theme of my story, which says, the unknown is scary, but you can take back control. And then a summary of my story, including some nice hashtags. We have the people who are following my Instagram account. And we have the same 6 photos that you're about to see in each of the next slides. My first slide is the first scene of my story. This is the exposition of my story. I titled it Waking Up. I have my caption down here, and I included a couple of emojis. My next slide is my second scene. I titled it, I have this nice picture, and my caption. Now, I wanted to show you a few tools in case you're not sure how to add these things. So for me, finding pictures is easiest just doing a Google search. So when I was looking for this photo, I did exactly what I'm about to show you. So I opened up a Google search and I just typed and clicked images. So in this case, I did a Google search for ghost girl, and I clicked images, and then I looked through to find one that I liked. Now, a lot of these were too scary because mine is not really meant to be a scary story, but I saw this one and I thought, oh, I like that. So I'm gonna open it in another tab, open image in new tab, and make sure it's the one I want. And then I'm gonna copy the URL at the top. When I copy this, then I can go back to my Google Slides, and I can do insert, image, and I have lots of options. If I had saved it to my computer, I could upload it. I could actually do a search from my Google slide presentation, or my favorite is click by URL. Then when I paste the URL in, I can insert that photo, and I can adjust it to the proper size and put it in. Now, if you choose a photo that can't get exactly to the right size of the Instagram box, don't worry about it. If there's a little bit extra of a border or something, I'm not gonna deduct points over that, okay? So same thing goes for your profile picture that was up here. If I wanted to get a picture off of the web, I would, and then when I click on that website, it takes me here. I would save any photo that I want, and then you just click select image, and I could pick any photo. Let me pick a random beach photo, and then I can decide how big or small I want my photo to be, crop it, save it, and then upload it to your Google Slides presentation. And that is an easy way to get that circle photo for your profile pic. Okay, so same thing goes for all the rest of your scenes. I have scene 3, I have an image, I have my caption, which is summarizing that scene, and my emojis. I have scene 4, my emojis. Scene 4 is my climax of my story. Scene 5 is my falling action of my story. And scene 6 is my resolution of my story. So there's this video for you guys to kind of show you the gist of what to expect or what I'm looking for this assignment. And I'm also going to include my actual example on your Google Classroom so you can look at it if you want to see what I did. And then you are going to start working on your own, but for your own short story. One thing I did that really helped me was before I started picking out photos or writing my captions, I actually opened up my short story pitch and went back to my original ideas. And then I actually wrote out the different scenes in a regular Google Doc to just help organize my thoughts without having to do it in the format of the Instagram post. So that might help you get your thoughts organized and organize them into the different plot characteristics. And that way you can type your sentences out here and then just copy paste them and format them in your document. So you can play with things like adding emojis, hashtags, you can change your font, you can change colors of things, just don't delete anything. That's the only rule I have, don't delete anything. Okay, so hopefully this is a little bit fun. Hopefully it gets your creative juices flowing and helps you really flesh out all of the details of your story. And this is our last thing we're going to be doing before you actually start writing. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions. Take a look at the examples, read the directions, and have at it.